to Saturn will leave in 0830 hours. Security teams, report to Club 47.
report to the exchange.
We've lost contact with Temporal Fleet Command. No response to hails. Nothing. If the Envoy's Temporal Liberation Front is behind this, we're in trouble. We need to get to New Kittimer and assess the situation. Be ready for anything. There's no telling what could be waiting for us there. Not yet. They haven't fully occupied the sector or the station by the look of things, but we need to move fast. They've shut down the temporal operations relay, so we're on our own. We won't be able to contact our ships in the time stream without it. Once we get the ops relay online again, we'll be able to call in reinforcements and secure the sector. Let's make a surgical strike before they can reinforce their positions. I agree. They must know we're here. We fought our way in. Is this a trap? Possibly, but not one of my making. It's simple. The envoy and his forces need to be stopped right here, right now. Trust me or not, but we need to complete our mission here. There should be a command-level access console in what used to be the main assembly hall. From there, we can get the ops relay back in business. Let's try this door. We're going to have to find another way. Wait, someone's coming from down the hall.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Enemy reinforcements beaming in at the transporter pads. Let's try one of the consoles for the main doors over there. Still no luck. Head for the other side door at the far end of the hallway.
Hold your fire. I'd like a word with our guest. You've come so far, done so very much. Time and again, you devastated worlds and civilizations, all in the name of your proper timeline. Today, at Procyon 5, your reign of terror will end. We will be free. You know Krog, of course, and Boretis. But there's one more player to meet before the end. Come in, my dear. Join us.
Don't mind if I do. You're probably wondering why I'm here. Funny story. When Archer, our Archer, found the Defiant back in the 22nd century, there was a message in her computer. For my eyes only. It took a while to get to me, but it was worth the wait. It was from our gracious host, telling me that the Defiant wasn't an accident, but his gift. The gift of Empire, and an invitation to more. Seems only fair to repay such generosity with a gift of my own. Enjoy. The Terran Empire stands with you, Envoy.
Ha! Welcome, Admiral, and thank you for the fine gift.
Noi! It's you.
I've been waiting for this for such a long time, old friend. Your alliance is lost, and your life is almost at an end. Our destiny awaits us at Procyon 5, my allies. Let us depart.
No! Today, Azure will be avenged by my hand!
You're not the only one seeking justice today, Vorgon.
As you wish. Make them suffer.
Enemy targets on sensors.
poor Krog and Boratus. I have to say, I'm more than a little impressed. Between you and me, I think the Vorgons are upset with you. Enjoy!
Target shields have failed.
Sorry for the delay. Let's deal with these terrorists.
Bringing friends, are you? Well, I have friends to bring too. Comms, hail the Nakul fleet! Their deadly nemesis is here.
Target shield
Command,
have failed.
the USS Peppers is at your disposal.
Target shield have failed.
Oh, in a word, ouch. You wiped those poor fools out with almost Terran efficiency. Aren't you supposed to be from the good universe? Oh well. Perhaps the Krenim will get the job done.
Target shields have failed.
We saw the German fleet came as soon as we could.
We're here. These are all the ships we can spare. Like... All ships hold. There are too many of them.
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to catch me.
Enough, Lita. Our battle is at Procyon 5, not here. All ships, set course, now!
Ta-ta! Until next time.
Sorry we didn't get here sooner. How bad was it? I'm sorry, he was a good man. The war was taking a heavy toll on him, particularly the Battle of Procyon 5. The enemy keeps attacking us there, and they're getting stronger each time. Each Alliance victory has come with a higher price, for Daniels especially. Yes, he was a crucial figure in the battle, at the heart of it every time, barely surviving in some cases. And now, he's gone. We might not be able to win it without him.
Noy and his allies have engaged Alliance forces at Procyon 5 in the 26th century. Your work at New Khitomer allowed us to summon our ships to the battle, but they may not arrive in time. The combined power of the enemy fleet may be more than we can handle. Join the Alliance fleet as soon as you can. We must face the enemy and we must win, or all of history will be lost. Time is short, my friends, so I'll make this quick. The battle is not going well for us. We have already lost Daniels. We're outnumbered and outgunned. Our plan relies on the Tox Utat. With it, we can destabilize the Expanse and force the Sphere Builders to withdraw. There's only one ship with the power to use the Tox Utat effectively. The Enterprise. She must survive at all costs. Today we're fighting for the past, present, and future. So fight hard, and fight well. Dismissed. We're more than just the cavalry. We have the means to put an end to this whole conflict. The Tox Utat. All ships. This is Chekhov. Protect the Enterprise at all costs. We must get the Tox Utat to the Enterprise. Here they come! All ships, defend the Enterprise at all costs. Ships on intercept course. Weapons hot.
Got your back!
Shields have failed.
Keep going. We must reach the Enterprise. They're almost the Terran ships ahead. They're trying to intercept us.
You're a little late to the party. Too late, in fact. Terran forces, this is the Admiral. Give them no quarter. Onward to for the Empire!
Target shields have failed.
Mayday! Mayday! Our port's not free!
We've done it. Find the suitable location, and I will beam down with you.
Shields have failed.
Organ ships inbound. They're locking weapons. All ships, defend the Enterprise at all costs. Terran ships are attacking the Enterprise.
Target shields have failed.
Plan. We're moving to defend Enterprise.
Hull integrity below 50%. Right shield failed.
done it. Find... Behind us!
Captain Dax to all hands. Brace for impact. Captain Dax to all hands. Brace for impact.
Yes, let me contact command on this. Wait! My transponder's missing.
Did someone call for a miracle worker then?
Scotty?
That would be this wee temporal beacon. Once activated, it brought me here. Somehow.
Bullshit mo...
I've been holding onto that beacon for many a year, waiting for a signal. Better late than never, I suppose. Where and when are we, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, aye. Judging by the sounds of things, I'd say we're the kind of trouble the Enterprise is getting into regularly. Am I right? Well, we better get to it then. Wouldn't want to let a fine lady like this down, would we? Quite the ship, this Enterprise.
Wait,
Are we in some sort of nebula?
verse. And if we don't stop it, we're all done. More borders!
Enemy target on sensor. Shield losing power.
All right, we need to integrate the Tox Utat into the primary power network of the Enterprise. Scotty, I could use a hand here.
Oh, I think I'll manage. We'll get this gadget of yours hooked up in no time.
All right, we need to reconfigure these consoles to work with the Tox Utat. Incoming! Keep working, Scotty!
Enemy target on sensor.
Keep your head down over there!
Shield losing power.
Consoles realigned. Now activate them so we can put them to use. I wrote this warp protocol. They're still using it.
We'll realign the consoles. Watch out for our friends from the Terran Empire. Behind you! These Terrans don't give up, do they? The same. So let's get this done quickly.
Enemy target on sensor.
deploy the core integration chamber and wrap this up.
Hopefully we won't get any more uninvited guests.
Oh, why just it? We're bound to get some now.
Nice try, but you're done here. Oh, none of you look like the beg for mercy type, so let's just skip to your execution, shall we?
You were right, Scotty. Unfortunately.
Aye, let's deal with it angry lass and for random ones.
Take the Scotsman alive.
She fights like a Klingon.
The haggis is in the fire, for sure.
I've had more than enough of this.
Terran forces, this is the Admiral. We're leaving. Now!
I might be getting
Good
too
luck
old
with your
for
fool's
this.
errand, Noy. You made it.
Lita's shot sent a power surge through the command relays. They're offline, but Scotty and I can
Nonsense.
get them running
You're just
again.
getting started,
We
laddie.
just need the time. Losing the Terran fleet won't make Noy happy. He'll send every ship he has at the Enterprise. You need to keep her safe while we finish the job here. Scotty and I need more time. Protect the Enterprise.
They're coming in from 3 o'clock.
Where can we be of assistance?
We've got your back.
coming in from 12 o'clock.
Right shield failing.
Command, the USS Pegasus is at your disposal.
The USS Poe stands ready, Command. We've got your back.
Target shield has failed. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing.
Mayday! Mayday! Our course about to breach!
Enemy forces headed for our position. Hold them off! More ships are attacking.
They're coming in from 9 o'clock. We've lost main power. Shields, pull out.
Left shield failing.
More of Roy's forces have arrived. We're almost done. Mr. Scott needs just a little more time.
Structural integrity compromised. Repeat!
Sensor
Mayday! Mayday! Our course about to breach!
Rear shield failing.
This isn't over. I have all the time I need to find the path to victory.
He's going to run. He's done it many times before. Disable the anorex if you can, and take Noi alive. He should answer for his crimes.
Following your lead.
Thanks to you.
Sorry I could not greet you properly on the bridge. I'm afraid I had more pressing matters to tend to elsewhere. Rest assured, I'll be dealing with you and your thugs soon enough. suppose this was inevitable. So be it. It's time. Time I put an end to this charade, and to you. I will deal with you myself. Handle them. I must bring the temporal core back online. I'll deal with you myself. Guards, kill them, now! Once and for all. So, it ends. Finish your bloody work, then. Send me to join Claudia in Oblivion, as you sent the Tutarians and so many others. Kill me, if you have the stomach for it. This won't end with me. Others are out there, watching. They see your tyranny, and they'll rise up, just as I did. Pity I won't be there to see it.
life signs on Yorktown's bridge. Sorry I'm late.
Dead?
I was, in a manner of speaking. Stopping Noi altered the timeline in a number of ways, including one where I lived.
Noi is done, but his allies are still out there. Any of them could try to take Procyon again, so we'll need to stay vigilant. And so, for now, this is goodbye.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Well, Scotty, let's get you back to the 24th century.
Do you mind a quick stop in the 23rd first? I'd like to see the Enterprise. Our Enterprise. One last time.
I think that can be arranged, old friend. 2 to beam up.
It's good to know they're out there. People who come through in the end. People like you. What you did today will remain secret. No parades, no celebrations. Still, there's comfort in knowing the timeline's secure. Take pride in that. On behalf of myself and the countless others you've saved today, thank you.
Well done. With your help, we were able to stop Noi and preserve the timeline. I am proud to have worked with you, my friend. Do svidaniya.
We've been in regular contact with the Lucari, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They're eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. Starfleet has decided to send you to assist them in their first voyage beyond their home system. This is an exciting time for the Lucari. Watch over them and help them to see the value of space exploration, and let them make discoveries and follow their sense of wonder. Just don't let them get in over their heads.
pulse rate is available on the monitors.
My dear friend Kamarka, just think about how much I can help.
I try not to think about you at all, Martin.
If not me, consider my wealth of useful contacts. For a small fee.
Any friend of yours is someone I'd rather not know.
What? You? I thought I'd seen the last of you. That is to say, we meet again. Oh, come now. I'm sure we can reach an agreement that is to everyone's liking. I'm prepared to offer you an exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity.
Thank you. That insistent Ferengi has been trying to make new trade deals with us since he first visited our system. Oh, everything he tries to sell is either broken or worthless. Thank you. It's good to see you again, and under much better circumstances. You'll be happy to know that our star remains stable. We've not seen any Tholian ships since the incident, thankfully. The decision to explore was somewhat controversial, however. Many Lucari were resistant to the notion. We settled this moon long ago, after we were forced to leave our dying homeworld of Kentar. It was a difficult journey for us. Once we found our new home, no one was very excited about space travel. Still, the exploration initiative passed. Considering my experience, my people have chosen me to command the LSS Concordium. It was an honor I proudly accepted. Our ship is ready to go, and you are. For our maiden voyage, I've chosen a star that is close enough to be within reach, but still just outside the area of space that you've explored, and obviously one that we haven't visited yet. According to your star charts, it's a yellow-white star called 20 Draconis.
This isn't over. Believe me. The next deal we make will be on my terms.
We've arrived on the outskirts of the system. There's a large field of rocky debris and asteroids. We're picking up various metals and crystalline formations. Should we approach one of the larger asteroids and take some more readings?
Scanning in progress.
Readings coming in now. Large quantities of silicate, hematite, hafnium, iridium. Crystalline structures appear to be the result of deposits created under a heavy impact. Perhaps this asteroid was part of a larger one that broke up in a collision. Heading deeper into the field may yield more clues. Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Not simple orbiting debris either. Cosmozoans! They're beautiful. Do you have any information about them? Intriguing. The Gekli communicate using radio waves and feed on dust particles and energy emissions. And, it seems an adjustment of our EM band is in order. I don't like the idea of the Concordium becoming a Gekli food source.
Scanning in progress.
We've adjusted our power systems. I'd like to gather more data on the Gekli before we move on. Any suggestions? An excellent idea! We'll be able to track their movements and learn more about their migratory patterns and feeding habits. We'll need to get close in order to attach the tags safely. Data's coming in from the Gekli. I'd like to expand the number of tagged subjects to optimize data collection. Let's get close enough to slip in with a pod and join them in their swimming. We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures. They're treating us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves. That was incredible. What a singular experience. We've spotted a larger group of them in an area not too far from here. This looks like a feeding ground for several Gekli pods. Let's go have a look. There are signs that several Gekli pods frequent this area. There's a lot of dust and particulate matter, but we can't see how the asteroids are getting broken down. I think there's something we're not seeing on the visible spectrum. Your ship has a stronger deflector than ours. Can you emit a particle wave? We could use that to illuminate things that might be happening in different spectra.
Scanning in progress.
Some kind of subspace shearing here. It's causing cosmic strings to snap off and break up the asteroids. That must be why the Gekli feed here. There's plenty of particulate matter for them to consume in the debris fields. I think we've collected some solid data here. We're ready to move on when you are. Are reading a swarm of comets passing by this stellar body. They look to have an orbital period of about
173 of your standard years. I'd like to know if they came from outside of the system and were caught in its gravity, or if they originated here. Shall we take some scans?
Scanning in progress.
This comet is mostly ice and dust. There are indications that the cometary matter formed around a magnetic core. The other comets may be more interesting. Let's move to the other comets and study them closely. Signs of magnetic radioactive matter. This comet may have seen some interesting particle fields in its wandering. Structure of its silicate crystals, it's been in a pattern. It picks up energy from its trip near the star, then loses that energy as it loops past the planets. It's like ice melting and refreezing, but it seems to lose a large quantity of energy all at once near here. I'm not sure why. The radioactivity should be steady. These comets seem to have a long orbit that coincides with the orbit of a Class A planet nearby. I'd like to launch a probe and see if the cometary movements have had any impact on the planet. Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface happening anytime soon. Curious. I'm picking up several large, moving sources of energy. Sensors indicate they're a life form of some kind. A cosmozoid, but not the Gekli. I'd like to study them if we can. The planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten. No There they are. Magnificent, aren't they? The creatures are luminescent ovoids? I'm not sure how to describe them. They remind me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. There are little ones huddling close to the planet's atmosphere. They must use the heat and the planet's electrical discharges to survive. Interesting. These life forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4, someplace called Farpoint Station. They haven't been seen anywhere else since. We shouldn't harm them or their young. Let's transmit a greeting, then be on our way.
Scanning in progress.
The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets, feeding on the particles in space, absorbing radiation from the cosmos. There's so much to see. Let's head to the next planet in the system and see what's there. Are you seeing this? My sensors indicate this planet is completely devoid of any organic material, and yet it has a breathable atmosphere and lies well within the system's habitable zone. Most curious. I'm picking up residual levels of radiation. Oh my. I believe I know what happened to this world. Some kind of proto-matter wave happened here. Not if you know how to resolve the chaotic turbulence with a tarfine reduction. This was a recent event. Some kind of proto-matter incident happened, and it wiped out all life on the planet. I think we should send an away team down to learn more.
Not sure I'll ever get used to transporters. Let's see. Initial scans suggest this area used to be inhabited, but I can't find a single trace of organic matter. None. I see some carvings on those canyon walls. Let's take a look. The walls of this canyon were worked by tools. I'm sure of it. Sentient life forms lived here until the proto-matter detonation. This pillar here, it seems to be a sign pointing to that canyon. Perhaps a pathway there leads to a settlement of some kind. I'm reading metallic objects there as well. Shall we take a look? Look, there's some kind of large structure further down the canyon. Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a town square or ceremonial center of some kind. I see some murals on the far side of the square over there by that arch. I'd like to examine them. They might tell us more about this place. These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe? They built their settlement around this site. I believe it was a place of great significance to them. The next mural may hold more clues for us. Let's have a look. This mural depicts the construction of this large structure. I suspect it was a temple or a place of contemplation for the people. The crystals were revered by the locals, perhaps even worshipped by them. We'd better have a look at the next mural, don't you think? The crystals depicted in this mural appear to be growing for some reason. I wonder if this is a symbolic or literal representation of events. Perhaps the structure needed to be modified to hold the volume of crystals they collected over the years. Quite the enigma we found here. I suspect there's more to be found inside. Getting there will be a challenge, however. According to my scans, these pillars are connected to some kind of massive mechanical structure. Probably the peak of technology for these people. I believe it's some kind of opening mechanism for the structure's door. We could probably force it open, but that could damage the structure, and too much force could even collapse it entirely. I suggest we create a holographic forensic reconstruction. Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns, and local construction. We can learn what people did here, how they went about their lives, and how they made the device work. We'd be watching a replay of history, roughly speaking. Let's start by gathering information from relics and leftover traces of the people who once lived here. These artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters. Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area. Strange. These relics should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered. No organic matter left, and everything left behind in its place. Frozen in time, like... Yes, the evidence seems clear. The proto-matter detonation happened only weeks, perhaps even days ago. We're going to need to make an accurate simulation to continue our studies here. I suggest using modified pattern enhancers to do this. Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear. Two down, two to go. That's three. One more and we'll be ready. That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. All right. The enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder can then act as the center of the network control for the enhancers. I can tie in my data to your tricorder whenever you're ready. Get a little close to the center of the square so we can see what happens. Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific order. They're making the murals match up on each pillar. Looks like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the murals on the pillars. The top mural on each pillar seems to be locked in place for reference. We should follow the order they used on the pillar murals. If we can turn them correctly, I believe we'll unlock the door. You hear that? That's the first pillar set in place. That's 2 pillars set into place. Three pillars are locked in now. That's it! It's working! Well done! Shall we see what secrets this building holds? I think I see another mural inside the doorway. We should take a look at it. Isn't that the symbol of your Starfleet? How did it get here? How could it be in a temple of people who don't even have electricity, much less space travel? This is getting stranger by the minute. We should search the temple for more murals. Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others. What happened here? If Starfleet officers contacted this civilization in the past, why wouldn't you have a record of it? We should head deeper into the temple and continue our search. I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something. Those inner doors across from the panel are opening. According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero. This is where someone detonated the protomatter bomb. From here, a self-propagating cascade of proto-energy radiated outward in all directions, washing over the entire planet. Doubtful. I believe what did this was built specifically as a weapon. There's no new ecosystem. All life was eliminated. I'm picking up a residual energy signature here. Take a look. 16 centimeter wavelength with a slight kaon leak. I've seen this before. It's a byproduct of Zenkathi technology.
You're trespassing. I'm claiming this station as salvage, along with everything in it. A piece of history like this will be quite the vacation site. on the final frontier at Modron's K-13. But I digress. Unless you're here to discuss leasing opportunities, I suggest you beam off my station. Careful. This old beauty needs some serious repairs. It'd be a shame if something happened to you, or the active stasis pods might malfunction. Fair warning. My Nausicaan gods aren't very fond of it. I'd be happy to sell the car. Consider there's anything on this crystal shield losing power.
Chief Engineer's Log, March 18th, 1570. Had a discussion this morning with security about our Klingon prisoners in the brig. We can't just leave them locked up, or execute them, or exile them on the planet below. Setting them free isn't a popular notion either. We're still looking for options, but I think the stasis pods we have in medical will come in handy real soon. Chief Engineer's Log, Supplemental. By my account, we've been hurled back in time to the 16th century. To make matters worse, we're a very long way from the den of the system. None of our shuttles are warp capable, and even if we could get to Earth, we'd be in the wrong time. In short, we're stuck. There's nothing to do now but wait and try to conjure up a way to get back to the right time.
The fines for trespassing are quite severe, and I plan on collecting them.
Chief Engineer's Log, April 17th, 1570. Today we visited the planet we're calling Draconis 3 to collect supplies. The good news, there's a humanoid civilization down there. The bad news, a potential Prime Directive violation. Our landing party was seen beaming in by some of the locals. We're hoping that doesn't impact their culture in any way. One thing's for sure, they can't help us go home. Their tech level is Bronze Age at best.
Trying my patience is going to cost you dearly.
Chief Engineer's Log, August 6th, 1570. The Warp Booster Sled project is officially a bust. When we tried to spin up the coils, we couldn't get a stable warp field. Yashvi and Arlington managed to shut it down and stop a breach, but the shuttle's impulse drive is shot. I hate giving up, but we just don't have the parts we need to make it work. Engineer's Log, July 26, 1571. Most of us went into stasis this morning. There weren't enough pods for everyone. 3 of us had to stay awake. We drew lots. Vaughn, Sheridan, and I were the lucky winners. Since we're out of options, we've decided to go make it, live out our lives under Conus 3. Hopefully, one day our records will be found, and the people of Station Caper will be remembered.
Rule of Acquisition 431. When the shooting starts, let the mercenaries handle it. Handle this, Captain!
The crime is trespassing. The sentence.
I see you took out the Nausicaans on my station. I'll just add their fees to your tab. I do hope you're good for it. Otherwise, I might have to take possession of that pretty ship of yours. Come to think of it, I'll be taking your ship anyway. Whether you're alive or not when I do is up to you. Level 100, whoever takes that
I'd say our first flight was a success. Now we need to share our discoveries with everyone back home. I hope today's events will convince my people of the continued need to explore and to be part of the galactic community. With luck, we'll do this again sometime, and soon. On behalf of the Lucari people, thank you.
I'm happy to hear the Lucari handled their first experience with space exploration well. There's talk of their desire to join the Federation, and from what I'm seeing, they'd be fine members. The mystery of Station K-13 has been solved, although the past violation of the Prime Directive by some of its personnel is a concern. Hopefully the crew preserved in stasis pods will be able to shed a little more light on that situation. Finally, this news of a Zenkethi protomatter weapon is disturbing. I'll be looking into it from all angles, diplomatic and military in particular. We've fought a war with them before, and I'd prefer avoiding another now. The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an unexplored region of the Alpha Quadrant. The data suggests another weaponized use of protomatter, similar to what happened recently at Draconis 3. The Klingons have sent a ship out to assist with the Lucari investigation there, and we'd like you to join them. If the Zenkethi are involved, we need to know about it fast.
Guavan, I am General Rodek, Security Advisor to the Lucari. I have read your report on the incident at 20 Draconis. If the Zenkethi are behind all this, we must be ready to meet them in battle. Do you have any questions? The Lucari are just ahead and eager to begin the search.
It's good to see you again. It looks like we have another incident to study. We sent out a number of long-range sensor probes to this sector recently. After the events of 20 Draconis, I took the liberty of setting the probes to scan for protomatter. I'm afraid they found something. Let's begin our search by sending a short-range probe to the nearby planet.
Protomatter is the weapon of a coward, but we respect its power.
Protomatter can also be quite beneficial, General, when used properly. The probe is away. The atmosphere of the planet is so thick it will take the probe some time to get through the interference. While the probe is busy, we can collect data from the planet's moons. At least one moon has signs of protomatter energy. A closer look will give us more information.
Perhaps the probe's information will give us more insight as to why these attacks are occurring.
Most curious. This is a Class Y moon. It's incapable of sustaining most known life forms, but it was scorched by protomatter recently. Why would anyone devastate such a place? I think we should take a look at the next moon. Perhaps they use the moon as a test site for the weapon.
If so, it was a poor choice. Why scour a world already devoid of life?
It sickens me to see protomatter used like this.
Scanning in progress.
Another enigma, I'm afraid. This is a Class D moon, similar to Luna in the Sol system. Incapable of supporting life, and yet it has been hit by a protomatter. Why? Perhaps the third moon will have some answers. Let's take a look. Another uninhabited moon, but one quite different from the first. What is the pattern?
This makes no sense. There is no tactical pattern to these attacks. There must be a reason, though.
Let's figure this out quickly before more lives are lost.
Scanning in progress.
Scanning. The moon is Class L. I'm picking up some ruins on the surface, some simple life forms. There's evidence of crude attempts at terraforming, but no signs of a protomatter detonation. Looks like there was an attempted settlement on this planet, but the project was abandoned. By the look of these readings, it took place over a century ago. The probe we sent to the planet is active now. It's sending data back to us.
Scanning in progress.
I'm detecting incredible levels of radiation, atmospheric pollution, ruins of great cities, and... Oh no. Based on these scans, I believe this is the planet Kantar, the original homeworld of my people. There are no signs of protomatter here. It seems Kantar was rendered incapable of supporting life long ago. By the Kentari. I can barely believe what I'm seeing. I've always wondered what became of them, and now I know. Most Lukari thought something like this would happen, but some of us hoped they would see reason and overcome it. It saddens me deeply to see otherwise. I suppose you have some questions for me.
There has been a large-scale battle in this system. We are analyzing the debris. It appears the losing side possessed technology roughly a century behind our own. Preliminary scans indicate that the battle was very one-sided. I recommend we take a closer look at some of the nearby debris.
Our scans are showing the wreckage of dozens of ships. They weren't all military either. I'm seeing remains of freighters, mining ships, research craft, even luxury vessels.
Unclear at the moment. We have not detected any Zinkethi debris in the field yet. Whoever did this was powerful, but not honorable. There is no honor in attacking the weak. I'm detecting strong energy signatures ahead. Further scans may prove to be more conclusive.
Scanning in progress.
Around 50 ships were involved in the battle. Many were lightly armed, if at all. I am reading traces of engine-grade plasma ahead. It does not match that left by the local craft. Perhaps the aliens managed to score a hit to the engines of an enemy ship. I suggest we advance and investigate further. This is all that is left of a Zinkethi vessel. It appears the aliens detonated the warp core of one of their capital ships after ramming the Zinkethi at full impulse. They fought with honor. For them, it was a good day to die. Perhaps they are testing the weapon against planets that are not part of the Alliance, hoping that we will turn a blind eye to their crimes. Once they have perfected the weapon, they will certainly use it on their old enemies. Their list of enemies is long. We should continue our investigation. There may be more clues in this area.
I'm receiving a distress call. It's very faint. I'm sending you the coordinates.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but thank you. What can I tell you? There might be survival pods from other ships out there among the wreckage. Could you look for them? We're doing all we can to keep life support running over here. I can't start a search and rescue operation on my own. If you have any engineers you could loan or some spare parts, my crew and I would be forever grateful.
Someone heard. By all the gods, someone heard the signal. I'm saved.
I thought no one would come. Thank you, strangers. Thank you.
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you.
Thank you again. May we seek asylum among your kind? Please, we don't have anywhere else to go.
I've confirmed the captain's story. The planet nearby was hit by a proto-matter blast. Estimated casualties in the... Check your long-range sensors. It just happened again. Another detonation.
It is time for a reckoning. The Zinkethi must pay for their crimes. We must go now, before they escape. Whatever the Zinkethi are doing down there, we need to stop it. Now. Zinkethi warships! Red alert! Alliance vessels,
This system has been claimed by the Zinkethi Coalition. Your presence is unnecessary. Leave at once. You were warned. So be it. We now walk on the path of violence. To battle, fight! Fight! Good battle. Well fought. The honor of victory is ours. Their weapon is inefficiently shielded. It leaks chaos at a level our tricorders can detect and track. I recommend we scan for elevated chaos levels and follow the signal. The Kaon particle traces lead into the valley ahead of us.
Oh, I see. They followed the waterfall. The rocks here are causing a lot of interference. We should take another set of scans to get our bearings. They're big and angry.
We now walk the path of violence. So be it. Attack! Come, Zinkethi. See our true warrior fight. You will not stop us. There are some Zinkethi with a taste for battle.
Scans indicate they took the path to the east. Why would they destroy entire planets?
They must find some tactical advantage in these actions, for some reason.
I'm reading Zinkethi life signs ahead. They're waiting for us.
Ah, good. We will meet them in glorious battle. Using delaying tactics. We must be getting close.
The path continues down from here. The protomatter bomb is still ahead of us. The Kaon levels are rising. We're getting closer to the protomatter bomb.
They fight like cornered rabbit cows. I can smell their fear.
There, just ahead. I see guards. We must be close. The trail ends here. I'm reading Zenkethi life signs inside that blocked-off cave.
I'm reading a tunnel behind that waterfall. One that leads to the cave. We must move. Quickly. Move swiftly, and we can take them by surprise.
Look! They've set up the protomatter bomb in here. But we'll need to clear the Zenkethi from the cave before we can do anything about the bomb.
They only left a few guards. They clearly did not notice this entrance.
Oh my. That is a huge protomatter matrix. It's controlled by 3 regulator consoles, all active and cycling towards detonation. I can shut it down, but I need time. Cover me while I work.
More Zenkethi! Defend the Lakari!
Shutting down Pylon Alpha.
For honor! For the Empire! Your path of violence ends here, Zenkethi. Soon, victory will come. Keep fighting!
Pylon Alpha is offline. Shutting down Pylon Beta now. It's done. All the bombs are deactivated. We can... Wait. Look! These crystal formations are very similar to those we found at the first protobombing site on Draconis 3. This can't be a coincidence. We may have found what the Zenkethi are targeting in these attacks.
Word from the core. Zenkethi ships are dropping out of water.
Alliance vessels. I am Fleet Admiral Arenzen Tarak. As you now know, this system has been claimed by the Zenkethi Coalition. Further aggression on your part will not be tolerated. This world is not yours to defend. Leave now, while you're still able.
We do not recognize your claims, Zenkethi. Your forces have murdered millions. If you are the leader here, it is you who will answer for these crimes.
Then your choice is made. The path of violence. It is one I have walked many times, without fear, without remorse. Come, let us walk it together.
Fight now! For honor and glory!
This is far from over. Tell your leaders, the Zenkethi will not be denied. Those who try to stop us will be purged, their homeworlds cleansed. You have been warned. Test us at your peril.
Let them flee. Let them run to their masters and whimper like craven tards. Let them whisper of warriors who fight with honor and without fear. You may be right. They may return and bring their protomatter weapon with them. Should that day come, I hope to meet them in battle once more with a warrior like you at my side. But for now, I must return to the Empire. There is a matter of great importance that I must investigate there.
I think we've found a big piece of the puzzle. I believe the Zenkethi are targeting planets with concentrations of those strange crystals. But why? A riddle for another day, I suppose. For now, we should return and share what we've learned. About everything. Including the fate of Kentar. Do you think they managed to survive somehow?
So it's true. The Zenkethi have a protomatter bomb. All those lives. No one in the Alliance is comfortable with the Zenkethi having a weapon of genocide. What happened to those planets could happen to any world in Alliance space. We need to know more about it and how to stop it. We need to know more about these crystals you mentioned as well. If they're the key to these attacks, we need to know why.
While searching for signs of weaponized protomatter, one of our long-distance research probes made a most curious discovery. It found a Class M planet at the heart of the Gonkra Nebula. That's not the most exciting news, however. The probe detected the presence of sentient life on the planet. The biosigns were very similar to our own. It is possible that we have discovered a lost tribe of Lucari. We're going to investigate, and we'd like some backup. The probe went offline rather suddenly after detecting the planet. These people might not be very friendly.
I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact. Respond more favorably to a familiar face. May I open a channel? Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K of the LSS Reskava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us. I'm not certain. Wait, they're locking weapons. I don't understand. The rest are already attacking this attack.
Vessels. This is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kentari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities and ask you to do the same. There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
The Kentari. They survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kentar and make it here. Incredible. Historically, Kentari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are. Sacred trees of Lucar. The Kentari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street? That Kentari on the street looks quite ill. Reading high levels of toxic chemical emissions in the area. They still use unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable. Peculiar. The doors here have built-in filtration systems. What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store? It's full of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge others. Does that fluid look off to you?
Enemy targets on sensor.
I've never seen this level of suffering. Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. There are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Kill the Lucari and her alien lackeys!
I see hatred for Lucari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature.
The lunar colony is providing just enough food to support the Kentari population at current consumption levels. The government has launched a new farm labor program aimed at increasing food production and adding new jobs. The program is expected to launch prior to the beginning of the next crop cycle on the colony. The structural integrity of several housing blocks has been called into question by independent analysts. Ministers of the building authority deny any cause for concern as tower extension projects aimed at elevating the blocks above the smog level have commenced. The lunar colony is providing just enough food.
The Capitol building is a short distance from here. Even here, the poor huddle in misery. What? Another attack?
You shouldn't have come here, Lucari. Now you're gonna die!
We've got the last of them. Let's go inside. The Kentari have some explaining to do. Well, this place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Welcome to New Kentar. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people. I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better, and the traditionalists, cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with it. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lucari, as a threat to their existence.
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. And the Lucari? Dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned. And more dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right about all of you.
Minister Pentaro is in charge of planetary security. It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic. The idea of working with aliens, with Lucari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue with outside parties.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
You're not wrong, Captain. And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders? Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
I believe you. Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Saving their ships might build some trust with the Kentari.
For the Union! For the Kentari!
Concentrations of the crystals targeted by the Zenkethi on the Kentari moon, along with numerous Zenkethi life signs and several proto-matter signals. We'd better hurry. They may be preparing to detonate more bombs.
Get to the moon and stop those bombs, now!
I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lucari.
This is some kind of trick.
Increase power for weapons! It is everything
sort of intense energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
A likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
Calm yourself, Pentaro, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able. For effect. Let me know when you want me to initiate the restoration procedure.
Protomatter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now.
Something is wrong. Everything just stopped. Why? I don't understand. I checked the settings myself. That moon should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite.
Alright, let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments. Curious. Someone made adjustments to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lucari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work. I hate to say it, but I believe one of the Kentari observers made those adjustments.
I'm taking fire here! Help! Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise. I could use some assistance. I could use some assistance. They just don't know when to quit, do they? Kentari! Cover me while I secure the Protomatter! Oh, Protomatter secured. We're safe. Those were traditionalists. I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well. I've locked out access to everyone but you and me. We can make things right without any interference once we return to our ships. All systems are online. We're ready to go. Initiating restoration process now.
Protomatter matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you. Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar. Alien vessels, surrender or be destroyed! Fire!
Forced my hand. You and your pathetic Lucari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy. Exile was too good for the Lucari. We should have wiped you out.
Not everyone in the Defense Force is loyal to Pentaro.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us. Diplomacy is part of a captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge. Welcome to the Riskava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentari and Lucari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
Starfleet intelligence has learned that Martok, the former Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is alive. Quite a revelation. Until now, everyone thought he was killed in a duel with the current Chancellor on Kronos. Martok is being held in a Sona facility in the Briar Patch. Officially, it's a research facility built to study metaphasic radiation. In reality, it's a high-security prison used to hold political prisoners. General Rodek is leading a covert rescue operation in the Briar Patch. Meet with him there and help him bring Martok home.